Hi everybody, let's take a look at the homework for lesson 9 in your Succeed book. I'm on page 71. Now, this is going to be a review of what we did in class today, and what I mostly want to talk about is that tape diagram. So the tape diagram is just showing these boxes, and we want to show the boxes to be longer or shorter depending on those numbers, right? So here they're showing the neck at 31 centimeters and the wrist at 17 centimeters. You want to know what that difference is. That's where the question mark is, right? We could do one also for the wrist and the head. If I were to draw a tape diagram for the wrist and the head, the wrist at 17 centimeters, that's the wrist. And then the head was 57 centimeters. That is much longer. 57 is a lot more than 17. So this part here is what we don't know. This is a part, whole diagram. It is like a number bond. So we want to make sure that we're making the largest number bigger than the smaller number. And then we need to be able to find out what's missing. Sometimes you'll have the two parts and you won't know the whole. The tape diagram is going to help us make that picture, okay, in much the same way that a number bond does. When we're trying to find out the difference between two numbers, that is a subtraction problem. And when we are subtracting here, we are going to break apart. We're going to break apart that number to help us subtract. Now, we have mostly been taking apart, when we take apart our numbers, we mostly have been taking apart 10 because we needed 10 to subtract. But here, we're subtracting a larger number. This number is more than 10. I can't take 17 from 10. So here, they're breaking it into 20. So that if I had 31, we can draw that another way. I had 31, 1, 2, 3, 1, right? I can't just take 10 and 1 and subtract 17. That's not going to work. I need 20 of these. So so what they're saying is you're going to take from here, you're going to take this 11 and put it here. So 1, 10, and 1, 1. And this 20 you're moving over here so that you have 2 10s. So that you can subtract 17 from 20. And 17 from 20, we can count up, we could count back. We know that 7 and 3 make 10. So 17 and 3 should make the next 10. There are a lot of ways that we can find that answer, 20 minus 17. And then at the end, we have to bring our two leftover parts back together. Here we had 11, and here we have 3. And 11 plus 3 is 14. So we're going to be doing parts of the homework. We can't do question number 2. It requires some string. If you happen to have string at home, you can do question number 2 as well. But we're going to do the rest of it together here. So Mia completed the chart by estimating and then measuring 3 things in her house. And then she finds the actual measurement with her meter strip. So she estimates and then she measures, right? So this first column is her guess, and this last column is where she measured. What is the difference between the longest and shortest measurement? Now they're saying measurement, not estimate. So we're looking here. Which of these is the largest? 41. Which of them is the shortest? 8. So in order for us to find the difference, we would subtract 41 minus 8. I can't take 8 from 1. Now in this case, do I need to take 20 over there? No, I can just take a 10. So if I take 110 away from 41, I'm going to have 3 10s and 1 left. So that would be 31. 10 minus 8 is 2. And then I put these back together, 31 plus 2. And you can count on 31, 32, 33. So that 31 plus 2 is 33. That means 41 minus 8 is 33. And the difference between the longest and shortest measurement is 33 centimeters. On the next one, they want us to do the tape diagram, so we're going to be doing those boxes. Draw a tape diagram comparing the measurement of the orange and the bottom of the glue bottle. So the measurement, this is again measuring, not estimating. Okay, so here is the orange, 36 centimeters around. Here is the bottom of the glue bottle, 8 centimeters. We're going to compare those measurements with a tape diagram. So the orange is longer, right? So I'm going to make my box for the orange a little bit longer, and the orange is 36 centimeters. I need to now make my tape or box for the glue bottle. And that's 8 centimeters. I'm going to put glue down there underneath it. So the orange is 36. The glue is only 8. This is the part right here that we don't know. What is the difference between those two? Now, they did not actually ask us to solve that equation. If we wanted to solve it, we would need to subtract 36 minus 8. We would need to break 36 up because I can't take 8 away from just 6. So I need to take a 10 out, 3 10s, take away 1 10 is going to be 2 10s and 6 1s, which is 26. 10 minus 8, we just did that. 10 minus 8 is 2. And then we put our leftover parts back together. 26 plus 2 equals 28. So 36 minus 8 equals 28. They're asking us one more problem. And again, they are just asking us to draw the tape diagram. This is comparing the basketball and the glue bottle. So the basketball is 41 centimeters. The glue bottle is 8. That's going to mean it needs to be even bigger than that one. So I'm going to make the basketball longer, and that's 41 centimeters. And again, my glue bottle is small at 8 centimeters. They didn't ask us to solve. If you were to solve, you would do 41 minus 8, and you would need to break apart your 41. Okay, on page 74, this top one, number 2, is the one we can't do. So if you do have string, you're welcome to measure those. You would take your string and lay it down and then stretch it back out to measure how long that is. We're going to skip on down here to number 3. Sean and Stephen had a contest to see who could jump farther. Sean jumped 75 centimeters. Stephen jumped 9 more centimeters than Sean. How far did Stephen jump? Let's draw a tape diagram to see what we know. So we know that Sean Sean jumped 75 centimeters. Stephen jumped 9 more centimeters than Sean. So we know that if I put another box here that was 9 centimeters, that is going to be how long Stephen jumped, right? So, sorry, I shouldn't put it there because it's what Stephen jumped. We'll put it down here. Stephen jumped the 75 centimeters, and then he also jumped 9 centimeters more. And what we want to know is, what is the hole here? So this is Sean's hole, this is Stephen's hole, but we don't know what that number is. And in order to find that number, we need to add 75 plus 9. So we're going to make a 10 instead of take from a 10 here. We're adding together. So we have 75. We need to just pull one of those over to make our 10. So I'm just going to pull 1 out and keep that at 74. So 1 plus 9 equals 10. And then we're going to bring those leftover bits back together. The reason we do that is that 10 is just an easier number. It's what we call a friendly number. It is easier to add a 10 than it is to add 9. So I take that 1 over there to make 10, and I have 74, just like my page number. 74 plus 10. So 7 10s and 4 1s plus another 10 is going to give you 8 10s and 4 1s, or 84. That's how much further, that's how far Stephen jumped, 84 centimeters. So who won the jumping contest? The contest was to see who could jump farther. Who jumped farther? Sean or Stephen? Stephen did. He jumped 84 centimeters because he jumped the same as Sean plus 9 centimeters. Draw a tape diagram to compare the lengths that Sean and Stephen jumped. Well, we already did that to help us figure it out. So the purpose of the tape diagram is to help you see the picture in your head. So we know here we have to add. We know we need to add because we want to know what the whole is. If you're trying to find a part, you can subtract. If you're trying to find the whole, you have to add. All right, everybody, good job, hard work today. See you again tomorrow.